Hi, Lou here with another entry in the Confusions of Game Design series. This one is about context versus modeling in a game. Now, I might have called this Context is Not Theme, but for all the confusion about what theme is, I avoided the word, and you can look up my video about that, search for theme. Um, they're actually quite different things here, context and modeling. Context provides familiarity and attachment to or engagement with a story, largely for marketing purposes, because games are marketed according to story, not according to what you actually do. This need not actually affect how the game is designed or played, however. You can just sort of tack it on and add artwork that looks like it. I remember seeing a game called Ming Dynasty, and yeah, it looked Chinesey, but the actual play had nothing to do with anything of China. Modeling attempts to establish a correspondence or an analogousness, when you can see why I use the word correspondence, between what happens in the game and whatever situation is being modeled. And that includes particularly correspondence between what a player does and what happens in the reality, which can be a fictional reality, of course. So what the player does in the game should be associated with what can happen in the reality. If a good correspondence is there, it provides more for the players to relate to. It's better for learning how to play well and understanding the game than mere context is. Context may be useful when learning how to play the game, but may not. It depends. In Ming Dynasty, I don't think it made any difference, but in some games it can. So context is important for learning to play, but does not in itself constitute modeling, which is much more complex. Thanks for listening.